Meg Smithy here, the hypnotic dietitian. Thanks for joining. I'm here today to do our weekly Q&A and have had questions on yogurts. And I also just wanted to take off from last week as well because I found another new cereal, which is quite good. So I'll start off with the cereal. Now, I've never seen these before, but the lady at Coles told me that they have been around for a long time and this is just new packaging. So, hands up if you've seen these before. Let me know in the comments if you've seen them before. I had never seen them, and when I saw 4 simple ingredients and less than 5% sugar, to be honest, I never look at this, ever. Never, ever, ever. Because I find it I as a dietitian find it hard to follow. So I can't imagine what it's like as a consumer. So, that made me look at the ingredients. What are they? So we've got whole grain wheat 95%, date syrup 2.8%, banana puree 1.8%, and salt. So even though there is salt in this product, it is still considered a low sodium product because it is less than 120 milligrams of sodium per 100 grams. There's actually 115 in there. The sugars in there are 4.2 per 100 grams, so it's only 4.2% sugar, which is amazing. And bonus, my kids loved it. So they're just like, I don't know, if you've ever had them before, let me know. But yeah, that was a bit of a win for us in this house. So there's another cereal to add to the list of things that you can have as well. All right. So question this week, specific question around yogurt, Greek yogurt in particular, or natural yogurt. I thought I would bring out we've got 5 versions of yogurt in our fridge at the moment. So I thought I'd go through these and then give you a bit of a hint or a heads up on what the better ones to go for are. So, first of all, let's start with the tasty one. Dairy Farmers Thick and Creamy, Instagram, can you see that? Caramelized fig. What I'm looking at when I look at yogurt is a couple of things. How many ingredients are in it? Are there thickeners? Is it just strained milk? Is there sugar added is probably the biggest one that I look at. Not so much the fat content. And I'll tell you why in a minute, because you actually don't really need to look at the fat content once you've looked at the ingredients list. So, ingredients in here, what you want to be seeing for yogurts is the first ingredient should ideally be milk, because yogurt is a milk product. So in here we've got milk, milk solids, and then cream, then sugar, then figs, then thickeners and natural flavors, lemon juice concentrate, caramelized sugar, milk minerals, yogurt cultures, and then all the probiotics that are added in there too. Oh, sorry, bear with me a sec. Telemarketer's calling. So on here, there's 3 or 4 places where sugar is added. So this one would be a sometimes food, probably similar substitute to when you have ice cream, that sort of thing. Total sugars are 12.5 per 100 gram, and then they've got a little thing under here saying added sugar is 7.7 grams. So you know that 7.7% is coming from the sugar that they have physically added to the product. The remaining 5 would be galactose, so the lactose sugars that are in here, and any naturally occurring sugars in the fruit, I would assume. It's not overly high in sugars, but it's higher than something like this or plain Greek yogurt. So compared to, this is the Aldi version of Greek yogurt, Litos, Greek style yogurt. Where are we? So in here there is milk, milk solids, cream, and live yogurt cultures. There's literally all the ingredients. When we're talking about natural foods, ideally the less ingredients the better. Here sugars are 4.7, so that's obviously no added sugars because there's nothing listed in the ingredients list, so it's only whatever is coming from the yogurt itself, which is the lactose molecule, which is broken down into other sugar molecules underneath that. Has anyone ever had lactose-free yogurt? and notice that it tastes sweet? That's a question I'll ask. I want you to tell me. And if you look at the ingredients list on lactose-free yogurt, there shouldn't be, if it's just a plain Greek yogurt, there shouldn't be any sugar added. Give me an idea about why you think it might be sweeter tasting than regular Greek yogurt. Same with lactose-free milk versus regular milk. I want to know what you think. All right, so sugars are quite low. Fat content is 9.7, so 9.7% fat. Here we've got 6.3% fat, so that's actually a lower fat product. Probably because there may be more cream added to this one to get the texture right, whereas this one's got the other thickeners and things to help it make it thick and creamy as well. And then we've got the Farmers Union version, which I think is probably a very similar base of this, because texture-wise they feel really similar. And the ingredients list is nearly identical. Milk, milk solids, cream, yogurt cultures. And in here, 9.4% fat, sugars are 5.2. There's probably a little bit more, tiny bit more milk compared to cream in this, which would push the sugar content up a tiny bit, and the fat content down a little bit. Both of these are still good options, but when we're looking at Greek yogurts, or Greek yogurt generally has cream added to it, whereas natural yogurt doesn't. I tend to go for, this isn't indicative of what I would normally go for, I tend to try and go for the natural yogurt versus the Greek yogurt for that reason. So it'll have a different texture, won't be not always as creamy, but you can get some Greek yogurts that are just strained milk. So Chobani, for example, advertises that it's 3 cups of milk per tub, the little mini tubs, and it's basically strained. So this is the Aldi version of Chobani yogurts, and in this they've got low-fat yogurt as the first ingredient, which is made up of skim milk and live yogurt cultures. There's a raspberry blend, which includes sugar, raspberry puree, water, stabilizers, natural flavors, mineral salts, and natural colors. So the sugars in here are 10.7%, and the fats are 8.3. So, I've got to see, sorry. Oh, excuse me. Coming back to the suburbs, my hay fever's gone crazy. I find these a good on-the-go snack. So these are better than not having breakfast at all. You can, Aldi don't make them, but you can get the plain, what's the brand? Tamar Valley, I think, make a plain version. Or it could even be Farmers Union. Plain Greek yogurt in a sachet like this, which is a good on-the-go snack. The other time I find something like this really handy is after the gym. So when you're trying to replace some energy that you've just depleted, so some glucose from your muscles, and you're trying to help replenish your muscles and help them heal to get a high protein, this is another really good post-workout snack. And that way the sugars are going to be going straight into those muscles to help them refuel so that you can go again the next day or whenever it is that you're going to start exercising, and that can help recover. And then, the other yogurt product in our fridge, which people tend to forget about. So tzatziki, if you've ever made it, we used to make it as kids all the time. Lemon juice, garlic, cucumber, and yogurt. Plain yogurt. You can do natural yogurt, you don't have to do Greek yogurt. In here we have total sugars 7.8. So you can see it's sort of similar to a plain Greek yogurt. And then fats is 6.5. So 6.5% fat. Again, similar. It can be similar to a Greek style yogurt. This has a crack in the lid. And in here, the first listed ingredient is yogurt, 80%. So if you don't actually like sweet yogurt and you can't get yourself to eat yogurt, but you think you want to eat more, you want to get some more probiotics, more proteins, more dairy, calcium, that sort of thing, this is a really great way to go. I'll just go through the rest of the ingredients so you can see. Cucumber, garlic puree, vegetable oil, salt, thickeners, and preservatives. But if you make it yourself from something like this and just do your own garlic, bit of grated cucumber and lemon juice, it's a really easy way to get yogurt in without actually eating yogurt, and you can have that on grainy crackers or with Veggie sticks, so things like snow peas, cucumber, capsicum, carrot, celery, the regular ones people go for, cherry tomatoes. That's another way to get yogurt in as a snack. Now, the question that I received was specifically around, do I go for low fat, regular fat, no fat, which yogurt to go for? It really depends on your goals. So for somebody, I'm sorry, I've got a light up above me that's a bit distracting because I can just see it here. If you have high cholesterol, generally the advice is to always switch to low-fat dairy foods. The reason for that is because it's always been an easy switch to try and go to low-fat dairy. So if you're going from if you're having 2 liters of milk a week and you're having the full fat, or 2 tubs of yogurt a week, you're having the full fat version. If you switch to the no fat version, you automatically cut out that fat, so it's less fat for your body to deal with. The evidence, look, there's always going to be contentious evidence around this, so I'm reluctant to go one way or another on this. I generally recommend I believe that we still need dairy, so we can still get lots of nutrition from whole dairy foods that haven't been played with or interfered with too much. So if you prefer full cream milk and it's going to be a source of protein and calcium for you, you can always, if you wanted to lower it, mix a litre of skim milk with a litre of full cream milk, so then you're automatically halving the amount of fat that you get, but it's not going all the way. And when it comes to yogurt, I would be looking, rather than the low fat versus full fat on the label, I would be looking at the ingredients list and trying to find one that doesn't have added cream. Because you can get yogurt without cream added to it, and the cream is where the majority of the fat content is going to be coming from. That is my takeaway from all of that. Let me know what you think. I'd love to know if anybody's got an answer for the taste variation that you can see between lactose-free milk and yogurt and regular milk and yogurt. And I will post the answer tomorrow. I'll come on live and explain why one tastes a little bit sweeter compared to the other. But I'd love to hear what you think. All right. Happy Friday, everyone. Bye. Just bear with me while I log off everywhere.